Hello and welcome to another Division 2 video. In this video I will give you a brief overview about the most important things, at least in my opinion, you have to know about the Division 2, which will be released next week. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new content, really happy that we can play the new stuff soon. And yeah, as I said, let's go into this. As you see now here, I will talk about the new world tiers, not the new ones, but world tiers, exotics, recalibration, specializations, gear sets, just brief and quickly, skills and perks, and a personal announcement as well. And yeah, just to say it right away, the skills and perks will give you an insight what will I unlock first when I start playing the game next week. So let's get right into it. First of all, the personal announcement. As you can see, yeah, I have to plan to do an at least 24 hours live stream, so to level up from run to 30 next Tuesday. So as soon as the game is available, should be at midnight, 1 minute after midnight next Tuesday. So then I will start streaming on my Twitch channel, so it's great if you join there as well if you have the time. And yeah, just to let you know, but let's get right into the video here. So the state of the game, the 111th episode, was really awesome in my opinion, because they shared a lot of really exciting information about the end game. They talked about the world tiers, bounties, challenging and heroic difficulty, and exotics as well. So just check it out if you haven't seen it yet. It's really a good state of the game, to be honest. And yeah, all the information or the sources I used for this little video you see on the following page here. So it's the Division Zone, an English speaking or English speaking language site, and it's the Division Zone. You find all the links anyway in the description of this video. And my MMO and mydivision.net are German ones, so if you're German speaking, then hit them up. They're really awesome sources as well, but I guess many of you know it already. And the right sign on the top, it's just the Division game logo from the Twitch channel, the official one. So these were the main sources for this video, and let's start with the world tiers. So first of all, of course, you have to level up from 1 to 30, so it's the same one as in the Division 1, before you can defeat the final stronghold and reach World Tier 1, where you can unlock as well the gear scores. So it will be almost the same, higher stats than now, but it will be kind of like the same as we have right now in the Division 1 with the gear scores. And after this you can reach the world tiers 1 to 4, but it works a little bit different nowadays, and it's a much better way in my opinion, because in the Division 1 you just go to your map and check if you can unlock a new world tier with the gear score, and that's it. And the new approach is the way that you have to defeat 3 strongholds, and before you can defeat one of the strongholds, then you have to do 2 invaded missions, and you have to reach a certain gear score as well. So it's a little bit more tricky to reach them as it is right now in the Division 1, but in my opinion a really good change. So after you defeat one of these strongholds, you reach the next world tier, and it goes up to World Tier 5 as well. And with this progress you can unlock new difficulty levels as well, so meaning heroic difficulty, challenging difficulty, and probably legendaries as well. So it's a really nice way too. And yeah, as soon as you reach World Tier 1 you unlock the previous open world bosses as well. So it's now called the Bounties, the deck of the 52. And yeah, as I mentioned already in my about my recap or analyze video about the private beta, I mentioned it already. I think it's a really good change for the open world bosses to be now bounties, and I guess I was right with my meaning there. So now there are not longer open world bosses, now there are bounties as well, and there are 52 of them. So in Division 1 we have 15 on the Light Zone map, and now you have 52, so a lot of them to grind. Really awesome in my opinion. And yeah, you have to know 2 important persons. So one of them is the Snitch, because the Snitch knows all of the bad NPCs or the named bosses and knows their location. So you have to hit him up to see where they are on the map. They are not always on the same spot. So this is a really important person in the Division 2 to find them and kill them and get some really good rewards. So this is one of the changes, and the next one are the kind of weekly bounties, I would say. So it's like the HVTs in my opinion, and it works almost the same way, but I will not talk that much more about this one at the moment. So on the next chart you see the next really important person in my opinion. It's Cassie Mendoza, and yet the snitch knows the location from Cassie Mendoza. So who is Cassie Mendoza? Cassie Mendoza is, in my opinion, kind of like the new special equipment vendor, because she sells exotics as well and really good other stuff you can buy from her too. So she appears every 36 hours. This is the case because not all of us live in the same time zone, so that everyone has the chance to meet her up, and it's not always midnight or whenever. So she shows up every 36 hours, and as I said, the snitch knows her location, so you'll not find her if you don't know or meet snitch before. And yeah, I guess she will get a really important person. And to continue with this one, because I mentioned already, she sells exotics as well. Yeah, some pictures got leaked on the open beta. Somebody posted these pictures above here, and on this picture you can see 8, and probably they will be, it's not confirmed to be honest, but probably this will be the new exotics weapons at the beginning we get in the Division 2. So you see different kinds of AKs on the bottom there, and on the next slide here, the two ones I'm honestly looking forward the most for them. They're really just awesome. It's kind of like an M700 on the top sniper rifle, and on the bottom it looks like an M249 LMG. And yes, I do really like LMGs, as you probably know already, so I'm really looking forward to these two babies here. And on the next chart we have as well an SMG variant, the P90 and the pistol, and two kind of shotgun variants as well. On the next chart, the recalibration system does work a little bit different as well, and it's, in my opinion, a really interesting change too. And yeah, now you have to have two of the same kind gear sets or weapons, and then you can transfer one stat to the other one. So if you find, let's say, a chest piece with a really bad roll on armor, but it has a really good stat on it, you will have on another one, on another armor chest piece from the same brand, then you can recalibrate this stat to the other one. So the first one got destroyed, but you have the stat from the worst one to the better one. And this is how the recal system works in the future. Same is for the weapon. So if you find a weapon with a really low base damage, but it has a really good weapon talent on it, then I would not destroy it right away, just put it on in your stash, and then transfer the stat or the talent to the one where you have the much higher base damage. So this is the way how recalibration will work in the future in Division 2, and as I said, I think it's a really good change at all. Then let's go ahead to the specializations. Yes, specializations, I guess you know it already. We have the 3, Survivalist, Demolitionist and the Sharpshooter, and they have all their unique weapons. And there will be 3 more specializations later this year, so one in summer, one autumn, and one later this year in winter, I guess. And yeah, we don't know exactly what weapons they have, but it looks like at least that the second one, the one in the autumn, will have an LMG variant as well. And this one I'm really excited for it as well, because yeah, as you know already, LMGs are kind of my thing. But let's go quickly and brief over the 3 specializations and the unique skill trees they have, and not all of them. So if you want to check all of them, then just hit up one of these pages I mentioned before. Especially the Division Zone has a really awesome overview about this one here. And yeah, let's go quickly about this one here, specializations. The first one, the Demolitionist, is, to be honest and say it right away, my absolute favorite to start with, and I'm pretty sure this will be my main one to use, especially at the beginning. So the general modifiers, as you see, it has increased burn resistance 20%, really good, 25% increased explosive damage, and yeah, I'm probably looking forward to do another skill build as well. It will be a little bit more tricky because now you don't have the same as in Division 1 where you can just stack into skill power and you have really strong skills. so you have to have the right mods and talent requirements or gear requirements to unlock certain stats to have kind of skill build. But 25% increased explosive damage, of course, will be really in handy with this strategy or with this goal I have. And group members gain 5% damage to targets out of cover, so it's really good build to run in a group as well. And I'm really I have to question for the moment if this can stack up. So if 4 of you run the Demolitionist, if you have then 20% increased damage to targets out of cover, and especially in PvP, this would be really kinda OP, I would say, but I'm not sure if this will work or not. Weapon modifiers, frag grenades, deals damage and bleed effect, then 15% increased SMG and LMG damage, and yeah, for sure, LMG damage is kind of my thing, so that's comes in handy really well to my passion as well. And the last one, mod to increase the turret damage too, so for sure it could be possible to run this build with Seeker Mine, explosive damage, and turret, the assault turret, but we will see how it works. And the last one, armor kits repair 70% immediately and 30% later after the boost finished for weapon handling. And this boost, I think the duration is around 15 seconds. I'm not 100% sure right now, but 10 or 15 seconds you have an increased boost for weapon handling, and after this the 30% will repair as well. So it's a really good way as well, in my opinion. It ignores explosions, so it's kind of like a final measure build as well. Can only trigger once every 60 seconds, so it's a really strong build in my opinion. And especially because I sometimes run solo as well. For solo players, I guess this could be one of the best builds anyway, just because of this talent too. And the last one, when armor is reduced to 0, refills on all made weapon ammo. It comes in handy too, because I played quite a lot invaded missions in the open, private beta and wherever. And yeah, I had sometimes the issue that I was running out of ammo. And this is really awesome too. So this build is kind of like a mix from Lone Star and Final Measure, if you ask me, from the LMG damage and the ignoring explosions talent. Let's continue with the next specialization, the Survivalist. As you can see here, you get 20% protection from elites, 25% increased healing from team members, and 10% cooldown reduction when in cover. And group members gain 10% damage to targets with status effects. Yeah, for me personally, they are not too bad, not too good. It's more kind of like a PvE build because of the protection from elites. But yeah, we will see how this works when the game gets released and we reach endgame. Weapon modifiers you have incendiary grenades and 15% increased shotgun and assault rifle damage, and infantry magazine for assault rifles. The last one, armor kits repair now over 5 seconds instead of instantly, but applies to team members within 10 meters as well. So it could be kind of heal build, but the funny thing, I think personally, you have an increased healing from team members, so you don't heal team members, but you have an increased healing from team members and you apply healing to team members as well when you use the armor kit. So it's kind of strange, but as I said before, we will see how it works in the end game. And the last one, receive 5 ammo per second when moving from cover to cover. Yeah, not too good, not too bad in my opinion. Let's continue to the last one, the Sharpshooter specialization, and here you get 25% headshot damage, 30% increased reload speed, 30% weapon stability and reduced recoil, which is really strong in my opinion. So it's kind of like a striker build, but with different weapon. I don't know if it makes that much sense with a sniper rifle, but yeah, nevertheless, it's the talent here. And the last one, group members, 10% weapon damage, headshot damage when they are closer to the target than you. I guess this should be almost the case, because as a sniper you usually stand in the back, usually, except if you're Ruets, then you always rush. And the next one, weapon modifier, 15% increased marksman rifle damage, I guess makes sense, and digital scope for bigger distances. I talked already about the scope thing on snipers. I'm not really happy with it, that you always aim through the scope, but that's my opinion. So I'm honestly not sure if you can change out the scope as well for another one, so you don't have to aim through the scope, because I really don't like it at all at the moment. or I'm not used to it, could be as well. And the last one, armor kits repair now 50% less, but remove status effects and increase resistances for 20 seconds, meaning burn, bleed, etc. And the last one, receive 5 ammo per 10 seconds after 20 seconds in cover, is not really useful in my opinion, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, these are the 3 specializations. As I said, my definitely absolutely favorite is the Demolitionist, because it's just the strongest one, even from the talent tree or skill tree, if you call them this way. And yeah, for me personally, the Sharpshooter, especially the 50 cal sniper, deals just not enough damage compared to the other one. And the Survivalist with the crossbow, it worked not that constantly for me personally, as I tried it out. So especially on healers, sometimes it just didn't deal any damage, although I was hitting the target straight away, but it didn't work all the time for me personally. The damage is not too bad when it works, but yeah, for me personally, all in all, especially from the skill trees as well, definitely Demolitionist is the way to go for me personally. And then let's go ahead to the gear bands. I'm talking not too much about this, because yeah, I guess we have to test it out when we have all the stuff and we can really test all the things, because it was really hard to get the right gear pieces in the open private beta. But for me personally, one of them I will probably base a lot of builds around this Pattern of Defense group, and mainly because of the LMG damage, the turret skill power, and cooldown reduction. And yes, if you remember the Demolitionist, then you have LMG damage as well, and you have turret damage as well there. So it comes really in handy and it fits very well together. And probably I will combine it with the Alp Summit cooldown reduction skill power thing, or probably where's the other one? The Providence Defense group, skill power, health, weapon damage. Although I think health is not that good at the moment, because yeah, if you lose the armor, you're almost instantly dead after this. So armor is the way to go in my opinion, especially at the moment. So armor is in my opinion much more important than health, at least in my opinion. But as I said, we have to test this out. Let's continue with the skills. Skills is kind of hard to say, because we were just able to test out 4 of them. So some turrets, some seekers, some drones, and the cam launcher at the end. I was really not happy with the cam launcher, so this one I will definitely not unlock first. I think at the moment it's really crap, to be honest. And first of all, I will try definitely the cluster seekers. We were not able to try this. And yeah, if I play defense group, Pattern of Defense, then definitely turret is the way to go. But for sure, me personally, I will try just everything out and test how this works in the real life scenario, in the game. So, which means the Hive, the Pulse, Shield and Firefly. I will just try everything out and of course let you know after I tried it which one are worth to go and which one are not that good to use, especially as a solo player as well. Then the next one, the perks to start. So you see it already in the back. So for sure the second weapon, for sure the second skill is the way to go. Then for sure, for me personally, the armor kits. So I probably will not go for the repair drone or the healing seekers or whatever, because yeah, it's for the moment, or at the moment, especially when you start leveling up, it's just too slow. So repair the armor is more important for me personally, so I will have more of them, more armor plates. That's the second one from the left side. And yeah, then the third one on the top, it's the one where you have automated refill when you enter a safe house, is really good as well. So restock nades and armor plates when you enter a safe house. And then the fourth and fifth one I will unlock first, or the fifth and sixth, sorry, is the backpack space, just to not lose that much time, and you can loot much more before you have to rearrange all your stuff you get in the backpack. And yeah, it comes really in handy, especially when you farm into Dark Zone as well later. So this one is one I will unlock pretty soon as well. And the one on the bottom, the one where you have the kind of like orange thing around it, where you can gain XP. So my goal is for sure to have a really fast experience to level up from 1 to 30. I did it already 3 times, from 1 to 7, 1 to 8. So I don't want to see that much more from this part. And kinda hard to say at the moment how fast it will be to level up from World 1 to World 5. But we will see, we'll find it out, definitely. So on the last page you see the content we get in the first year, so meaning this year here, and all in all I guess, or I say we can be really excited. I guess there's a lot to come, 3 new episodes, 3 new specializations, so I do really look forward to have 3 specializations already up then, and yet to grind all the new stuff then too. And for sure I'm really looking forward for the raids, really looking forward for a potential new survival game and a lot of other stuff to come. So that's it already for the video, and as I said before, it would be really nice if you hit me up when I'm streaming live all the leveling up process, if you're able to, and thanks a lot for watching so far. Hope this video was helpful for you. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave a thumbs up, it's really appreciated and it helps me a lot. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the Division 2? Are you excited for it? What you're looking for it the most, and which specialization you will got first? And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Take care. See you in Washington DC. Thank you. Bye bye.